Why, hello there, it's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com, and I'm here this morning for some cards and coffee. That's right, I am drinking my coffee. We recently switched to a much nicer coffee, so it tastes a lot better. I still don't use any creamer. You can see it's still black. But we're not mixing like decaf anymore in, so we're only getting like half as much coffee as usual. But it should be the same amount of caffeine, so it should work out. But still, it doesn't feel the same drinking that little. But anyway, that's my coffee situation. What we've got on the table is something pretty crazy. So every once in a while, though it's been a while, but every once in a while, I go into the archives, which the Trading Card Archives is the title of this channel. It's also a website. That is a real website, but it's also this room. So this room is kind of like an archive, especially right now. It looks like a museum. There's basically like all these display shelves and things just packed full of boxes. And when I say packed, I don't mean like one level. I mean, there's like sometimes three layers of boxes packed into the shells. So from the front, you see the first layer, and then you remove it. There's a second layer. You remove that, and there's a third layer, right? Hundreds of boxes. So it's crazy, right? But they're kind of organized, right? The top shelf is where I put things that haven't been opened at all yet. So sealed products, special editions, that kind of stuff. The middle shelf is what I can reach really easily because that's kind of at my arm level. And so that's where I put all the stuff that's been opened that is pretty valuable. So 5 yuan, 10 yuan boxes, a lot of Western sets, weird shaped boxes, anything like that, right? And then the bottom shelf, the shelf that's on the ground, is for all the other stuff. I don't want to say cheapest cards because there are some, these are 10 yuan cards. They just happen to be on the bottom shelf just from organization. There's also somewhere in here there'll be like, yeah, here's a Disney one. Oh, here's some Avengers. I mean, these packs are like $20 each, but they are on the bottom shelf right now, just because, right? And so what I did for this video is I went to the bottom shelf and I pulled out every single box. And it happened to be 50 boxes. So there's exactly 50 packs here. But I took one pack from every one of those boxes. So this is 50 different packs from 50 different boxes that were all on the bottom shelf of the archives. Some of these are ancient. Like some of these are where is the yeah, here you go. This is Gundam Mechanical Story. Why don't we start with that one? We'll just get going. But this pack, the box, I've had since the very, very, very beginning of the archives. And I mean, like, I bought this in the first order I ever made for the archives on AliExpress. Before I knew what I was doing, before I had a YouTube channel. Back then, it was only a website. And you'll see, like, this is the first article on the website too, because it was the first thing I did. And so, yeah, months before we had a YouTube channel, I bought these cards, and I've had them ever since. So I've had these for like almost 3 years now. Uh, they're great cards. It's a fantastic set. This is Little Frog's Gundam Mechanical Story. I won't be sleeving all the cards today, but there are some packs that I still like enough to sleeve from down there. Um, and yeah, it's just fantastic. It has every single Gundam you could want, and they look great. There's also all these kind of chase rarities. We didn't pull any today. We just got an SSR in our hit slot, but still we got a red Kai. That's nice. And then you get a point card in everyone, but you can't use those. But yeah, so we'll keep that on the table. The basic idea of this video is we're going to keep on the table all of our favorite cards. And as we run out of room, we'll put them in a little storage bin like this. So we'll keep that bin over there. And then we're just going to grab packs and go. Because we have a lot of packs to get through. And I'm not entirely sure what all is in there. What is this? Oh, this is Little Frog's Genshin Impact. So this is the third edition of Little Frog's Genshin Impact series. So they've made a lot of Genshin Impact sets. Little Frog is a great publisher, though. What I love about them is they put fantastic treatments even on their most basic cards. And you'll see it here. So there's going to be some cracked ice on the rares. And these are all enemies from Genshin Impact on the rares. And then our KR here is a beautiful character from Genshin. And then we actually pulled something pretty cool. We pulled an HR, which is kind of like a parallel or a PR from that set, but it has basically this red and silver treatment to it. And so there's our HR. Beautiful card. So we'll keep both of those on the table for now, although they probably won't survive for very long, but we'll just keep grabbing packs. What do we get here? Oh, Breaking Dawn. Okay. This is a licensed set. This is a Western cards. These are Nika's Twilight Breaking Dawn, which I have because Lee Pace was in this movie. that's the reason that I have these cards. A lot of people always ask me, hey, why do you have so many Twilight cards? Well, Lee Pace was in Twilight, so we have those cards. Here's Irina. But if it's not a Lee Pace card, I just don't really care. I've been practicing. Meet with Denali. Esme Ann, I guess. I guess that's a name. You can be called Esme. There's the Denali house. Very cold. And then we have a Zafrina. And yeah, none of those are making the table. Sorry. No Lee Pace, no win. That's what I say. How about an OG SCP Foundation? This is another set that I've had since almost the beginning. This is a brown box SCP Foundation pack from Kamon. These are unlicensed, stolen art cards. They're really difficult to accept, but they do exist, and I do open them a lot. I actually have like a full collection, like a complete collection of these. So I don't need any more, but I have a lot of them here. So we're going to open them anyway. Looks like we got almost all rares in that pack. And these are the base. So these are the very, very beginning of the set. They weren't even putting logos on the back here. So you'll see there's no logos. And our SR. Okay. And yeah, I mean, this is so crazy, but yeah, we'll just keep grabbing packs and go here. Oh, we got a Minecraft pack. Okay, so I've got a few of these Card Expert Minecraft retail sets down there, again, on the bottom shelf, and they're not bad cards at all. So that's kind of a quality of the bottom shelf, is that it's not all bad stuff. It's just the cheapest stuff. Or really the things that come in boxes that are easy to stack is more a good way to describe it. Because the bottom shelf is very much like stacked. All the cards are stacked up top, all the way to the top. We got a PR there, and then we actually got an SEC, which is kind of like a secret rare. And you can see it has a really fancy foil treatment to it. So we'll keep that on the table. These can go. So those aren't Panini Net Minecraft cards. I do have Panini cards somewhere around here. I'm never going to be able to find them now. But I do have Panini cards. They're just not, those aren't. Those are non-Panini Minecraft cards. What's next? Rogue One. Okay, yeah, this is a crazy thing. So this is I actually had 2 hobby boxes of these. There was like a pricing error on Walmart one day. I don't even remember. I think I was like searching Google for, yeah, Rogue One cards, and then I saw this listing in Google's store for Walmart, and they had the hobby box for like $22 or something. And I went there, I'm like, that can't be right, because it should be like at least a $60 hobby box, even now, right? But yeah, somebody was selling these for like $22, and I bought 2 of them at the time, thinking, okay, he's gonna cancel the order, it's gonna be some kind of scam. But they actually showed up, and then I was like, wait, I should buy more. But by the time I got back, they had fixed the pricing error, and so I couldn't buy more. And we have a Shore Trooper. We'll keep Jin on the table there, because, you know, she's the star. She's the star of Rogue One. I'll put her right there. Maybe we can actually put her right there. Great. Yeah, I actually really enjoy doing this kind of video where it's sort of just all random stuff and I'm just talking, because I mean, for me, it's fun. I also love opening, a box set and seeing all the cards in a box and things. But also like these mixers where we're just opening totally random things is also a ton of fun. So this is Twisted Wonderland. I believe this set is based off of a mobile game that Square Enix made. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I have never been very impressed by the cards, I'll tell you that. And here I think I'm also not super impressed. I'm also like, are these really the two cards I got? Okay, yes, I got two cards from that pack, and then a kind of a metal card collection advertising, I guess. Yeah, those are our cards, and so this same image is in both. But yeah, I've never understood this set. I was really excited for it at the beginning, but then not that exciting anymore. We'll leave that one up because it has a cat on it. Here's a One Piece Little Dinosaur set. So this is Little Dino's logo. You'll also see this logo on their products a lot too. They're basically the same printer. But this is one of their many One Piece sets. They have, oh god, 20 or 30 One Piece sets, like a lot. And yeah, they're all okay. Yeah, great distribution. We got two Pizza Luffy's right away, and a Chopper, and then hey, we actually got a high level card. It's pretty rare to get anything above like a rare star from that pack. But yeah, we got an SSR actually. That's yeah, pretty good. A little Dino SSR, One Piece. That's a good card. And then this is a redemption card. So if you get the right ones, you can trade them in for various items, but only in China and probably only 3 years ago. Oh, some more coffee. Cards and coffee, after all. The other problem with having like less coffee in the cup is that it gets cold faster. So that coffee's kind of already cold. I just woke up, or I guess I woke up an hour ago. But yeah, it took a while to get these boxes out. Like I had to sit on the ground and pull all the it's no joke. Like 50 boxes are down there, right? And they're all packed into that shelf, and I had to pack them all back in again. Uh, Yeah. Here's another SCP Foundation set. Now we're looking at a later set where they reprinted the cards with treatment. So you'll see some of the same cards, but now they have logos and they have this cracked ice foil on them. Killer monkeys. A lot of killer monkeys in SCP land. And then, yeah, so there's that same SR again, but now it's got cubic foil on it. You know what? The flamingos are kind of cool. I'll keep the flamingos on the table. And we're just gonna keep going. So again, not all the stuff on the bottom shelf was cheap. Here's a 10 yuan Disney Princess set from Card Fund. So these are officially licensed Disney cards from Card Fund. So like a great publisher. They just happen to stack well. So they're on the bottom shelf. And our SSR here is Chat with Animals, feeling super cute. That is kind of cute, actually. And we've got an Aurora SR. Actually, we've got two of the Aurora SRs. And then a Bell. Let's do another Card Fund Disney set just because they happen to be all in a row there. This is from when the Olympics were going on. So this is kind of a sports themed Disney set, but it was meant to go along with the Olympics. And so we're going to see a lot of kind of sports cards. There's Belle. She's on the cheering squad. Welcome to the games. Flash. He's real fast. That's his whole thing. And then we've got a Minnie Mouse. And then a welcome to the games, game tickets. All-Star Sports, they called this one. I'll go ahead and sleeve that just because I'm not sure if that. I don't think that's a super high rare one. There really aren't many rare cards from that particular set anyway. How do we do something else? I don't want to do another Disney. How about a? Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so this is from Kaio's the Three Kingdoms. So this is the first edition of Kaio's Three Kingdoms TCG. So this was not the collection cards for Three Kingdoms, which are just kind of like full art cards. These cards were meant to be played as kind of a full TCG, and they have a card back and rules to kind of support that. You also get like a set list in every pack. But yeah, let's go through and take a look at what we got here. But you can see they are definitely like CCG cards. But they use the same artwork as the full set. So the full set would have this image just on the full card. And then there still are nice cards in the set. So for example, you can get the painting cards from these are the actual painting cards from KYSG. So these are from the collection set. They're just published in the TCG box. Oops, here. I want to make sure I can see that. And then also, this is interesting because this is an L3. And so kind of got some nice foil treatment on it there. But I don't think that TCG did very well because the very next like month they published a whole other TCG based on Three Kingdoms, which was totally different. And in fact, they did another one maybe like 3 months ago, very recently. And so like there's now 3 different TCGs in the Three Kingdoms universe that are all I guess interesting. I didn't actually get that third one because I was like, I don't know, I want to do that many of them. Now this is crazy because this is actually a 20 yuan box. This is Legend of the Condor Heroes by Kaio, and it's based on a Wuhan novel, like a kung fu novel, and the cards are beautiful. Oh man, we're getting bad distribution today. We got 2 copies of that. What you're looking for in this set is the Shark Rider card. So one of the characters in the novel is an old man who rides on a shark, and he's got a card in this set, but just one card, and it's a high rarity card. And so since the beginning of this series, I've been trying to find that set or that card, but I haven't found it yet, and not today either. This is one of the painting cards that tells the story again of the Condor Heroes if you have them all. And then these are locations where the Condor Heroes story takes place. And the back of this is like a puzzle. So if you put this whole puzzle together, it kind of has a map of the legend of the story, which I think is a pretty interesting thing to do. We'll keep that one on the table. And we'll just keep going. I'm not even halfway through here. This is going to take a long time. This is Kaio's Avengers set. So this is one of the many companies that tries to trick you into thinking they're Kaio, but they're not. They're Kaio. So this is Kiyooo makes this set. And it is totally bootleg, like very bootleg Avengers set. Not good. Like the cards are not good. But sometimes you can pull something kind of interesting. There's a Thanos SR. But they are really just movie cards. Got a Bucky. Got a Thor. Iron Man. Big Dude. Wizard Man. And, oh, we got like all of Thanos' children in that. That was actually, I mean, that's kind of neat that we got like all Thanos and all of his children. I guess we're missing one of them, but most of his children. Still, not a lot, not the greatest cards. Kind of like, I'm always kind of sad that I bought that one, but again, it was one that I think I actually got tricked. I thought it was a Kaio set, but it's not. This is a Kaio set though, and this is Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider. Sorry, like trying to think of the names of all of these as I go through them. But yeah, this is Kamen Rider. Kind of a Power Rangers like show. So the cards kind of feature all the enemies and Kamen Rider costumes from the show. Oh, we got a pretty decent hit there, an SR. Looking good. And then our 2 rares. here. Really looking for URs from that box. The URs are kind of the coolest looking cards. They have this kind of rainbow foil to them. This will be another Genshin Impact, but a different company now. So this is Kaehr's Genshin Impact set. Kaer. They also made a bunch of these unlicensed, so none of the. I think there are some Genshin sets that are licensed, but none of the ones I have are are licensed. All of mine are unlicensed. But these are the Kaehr cards, and they're kind of goofy. You got like two different styles of rares, and then actually we pulled something kind of interesting there, an SLR. Not the best, but still interesting card. I guess I can keep that SLR on the table for now. But we still need to pull something like really cool to make this table worth it. Because like what is the absolute coolest card here right now? Honestly, it's probably that One Piece one, which is a little bit sad. We should really be doing better than that. We'll get there. We'll get there. Here is a Demon Slayer set. This is a newer Demon Slayer set, still from Little Dinosaur. One of their newer set. I think it's like set 6, this one. But what's cool is all the cards in this series maintained a style. So this style here with the white background and the words down here is maintained across the entire series. So if you had collected all of their Demon Slayer cards, you would have like a nice set to show in a binder. You know, they would all have the same design language to them. Here are some Doraemon, bootleg Doraemon cards from not Card Expert, but I forgot the company. It was the company that was making they made all these different bootleg sets at once, and they all had like T0 and then a number. They made so many, but yeah, this Doraemon one was one I got because I like Doraemon. If you don't know, Doraemon is the anime ambassador of Japan, and he is a robot designed by this boy when he's older, and then sent back through time to help that same boy when he's younger become a better person. And so the goal of Doraemon is to help Nobu here become a better a better kid, basically. That's not Doraemon. That's Doraemon's friend. Doraemon is blue, so usually the cat robots are yellow like this with ears, but Doraemon had some mice bite him, and when he got scared by all the mice, he turned blue. And so, yeah, Doraemon is actually a blue cat robot from the future because he got bitten by mice. That's all true. None of that's made up. A little bit more coffee. Try to go a little faster here. I don't know if we can. We'll see. These are fun though. I love doing this. It's just, to me, like when I started the channel, this is what I always thought of the archives for being. Like, I don't mind opening a full box and showing you that, but really for me it's always been about having tons of opened boxes, just tons of them, right? Like years worth, and then going back and opening them like one at a time. That was always sort of the goal. This is Card Fund's Demon Slayer set. So these are officially licensed Demon Slayer cards. And right on the top here, we have kind of a, just a card that sort of tells you basically what the set's all about. And then we have an SSR. Not bad. Still not the greatest Demon Slayer cards. And then the rares are just going to be stills from the show. And then there is a weapon KR here. Keep going. It's more SCP Foundation. So this is also an SCP Foundation card, but not published by Kamon. So Kamon made all the mainline SCP cards like this. But then this company came along right at the end of their series and made a whole different set that is much harder to complete because these boxes are like impossible to find anymore. but it is an interesting set nonetheless. And yeah, I mean, I do try to get as many as I can. There we got the Swamp Lady. Okay, great. If there's ever been a iconic SCP, it would be the Swamp Lady. She has huge tracts of land. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Moving right along, Minecraft again. This is also Card Expert. They're one of their other Minecraft sets. Again, great cards. You'll see here, we'll get some interesting pulls. They'll at least look decent. The URs I always thought were super cool because they have this kind of like Minecraft arcade look to them. And then these item cards are also very interesting. They all have this sort of digital circuitry in the background and then the item right in the middle. And I actually think the presentation on these is a lot nicer than the uh, Panini cards, which I've now opened and wasn't that impressed with. Okay, so our board is almost full now. So as we pull more cards, we're going to have to make choices if we want to keep them on the table or not. Which is good. That's exactly the kind of choice I like to make. It makes it fun. This is another Card Fun Disney set. They make a lot of Disney sets, like a lot of them. This is one of the low-end retail sets. Although we did get one of the light cards, which is interesting. I'll try to explain what this is. So this is a card that is meant to react to light. And so the background here, if it gets we don't know if it's hot or UV or just light or whatever, it changes. They don't work. I've never gotten one of these to work. And I have so many different lights. I tried like UV light, I tried my studio lights, I've tried a flashlight, I tried sunlight, I tried heat. Nothing actually makes these things light up. But they are still a novelty card, I would say. Now we got a point card. And we got one of the CRs. So these are standee cards. So you can basically pop this out and turn it into like a little 3D scene, which is kind of neat. And then just our two rares there. Scare Final and Finding Nemo. Let's continue with another Card Fun Disney set. This is Disney Pixar. So this is a little bit more expensive set. This is a 5-in-1 box. Still my top recommendation for Card Fun Disney sets, if you can find it. This box is about $20 and you get some amazing pulls. You'll always get one of these thicker cards in every pack. And there's all sorts of different ones. These XPs aren't probably the best just because they're, just a character card. But there are ones that have like stylized artwork of various characters from Pixar movies, and those ones can actually be worth quite a lot of money, to the point that like I've made profit on a lot of those boxes already, just selling those thicker cards. They're beautiful cards, so I'm not surprised that they sell well. But yeah, that's a great set. Oh, here we go. Here is Caillou's officially licensed My Little Ponies. This is a 5-in-1 box. It's hilarious because right before this video, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I order a lot of cards from a shop called Max Card. And one of the, he sells all the My Little Pony cards. I had like a $300 shipment from him go missing, like in the ocean, right? It left China on a ship on June 18th. And then just no updates, right? And it's now July 27th. Last night, it got scanned into customs in the US. So that box took 38 days to get from China to the United States. What that means is that that box got lost at some point. Like it was lost either in a cargo container, it fell out of a truck, something like that. And then somebody found it and then they continued to deliver it. What's going to be interesting is seeing what that box looks like when it finally gets here, because boxes that have been through 38 days of shipping typically don't look like boxes anymore. They typically look like torn up pieces of cardboard. It's just because they've been through a lot. So I'm interested to see what that'll be like. Here is the Lion King. These are officially licensed again from Card Fund. Card Fund makes, if I haven't said it yet, they make a lot of Disney sets. They make them for all the movies. They make them for all the events that go on. And yeah, so this is for the Lion King movie. We got an AR. Pretty nice pull to start the day here. That is actually a really good pull. The ARs can have some value to them. So let's see. We've got to pick a card here now to replace. Okay, yeah, SCP, you go away. We'll put the AR right there. And then our SRs are just scenes from the movie. What I love about this, though, is it is from the good Lion King movie, not the new live action one, right? It's from the original artwork, which is great. Here's another Disney Princess set, also from Card Fund, also officially licensed. This is the earlier Disney Princess set now. So the one we opened before with that in it was the second set, the newer one. This is from the original. But we'll see what we can get here. So we got a Moana SR. And then we got a very, very nice card here. I'm actually really on this card is crazy. What is that? You are okay. That's a UR. The Princess and the Frog. That is very. That has like a lot of treatment on it, and as a result, became quite curved. But yeah, that's pretty neat. Princess and the Frog. Put that right there. And then actually this SSR looks really good too. So it's just a group of princesses there. Oh, SSR. Very nice. Okay. And then we're moving into another SCP pack. So this is that same non-Came On SCP set. They made 2 different boxes. They only ever made 2 boxes. That was it. But like I said, they're very hard to find now. I have a couple of them here. Like I have a couple boxes sealed left, but I don't know that I'll maybe ever open them. But maybe. There's Ninetales on the SR. This is always a good SCP. So Ninetales is just a regular like folklore legend from Asia. But SCP kind of gives it its own little twist. Now this is a Junji Ito set for real. Like that's what this really is. If you notice the art, you know what it is. It's by Kabao, and it's officially licensed. So these are not bootleg cards. They did actually come out. It is a small set though, so there aren't that many cards to find. But the rarities are neat. The art is of course fantastic, and it does have a puzzle though. So this is one of the puzzle cards. And then for our actual cards, we only got 2 cards in that pack. Our actual card is one of the super scary. But yeah, Junji Ito makes very scary artwork. Like just creepy artwork. I don't know how to describe it, but like some of it is outright gory, like heads exploding and things. But a lot of it is just really creepy to look at. And I don't know, I kind of enjoy it. There's actually a full anime that they produced with his artwork on Netflix, and it's weird. This is a Card Expert. Again, that's their logo always. This is a Sanrio set that they made. Kind of a crazy little set. All their sets will have like prizes in the box, which is neat. I just realized we missed a card as I was picking this pack up. There's a card in there. I almost threw that away. Always got to be careful. But yeah, this is the Lion King has these SSRs like this that are die cut. I probably have thrown one away at this point because they don't come out of the pack with the rest of the cards, and so yeah, you'll miss them a lot. But I got that one. And so yeah, here is our Sanrio. So first we've got a nice actual Hello Kitty WR there. That's cool. Why don't we move this Demon Slayer? We'll put Hello Kitty right there. And then for our next card, another beautiful one. Cinnamoroll and I forgot her name. These are all of our rejects. So remember, what we're doing here is we're trying to make the coolest table possible, but as a result, a lot of cards aren't making the table. Let's just keep going. We're at 35 minutes, and I still don't think I'm even halfway through these packs, which is, I would say, impressive, but at the same time, like, that's just kind of typical me. I don't go very fast. I'll try to go a little quicker. Let's see if we can do it. Here's more SCP. We've seen a lot of these today already, so nothing fancy there. This is Infinity Trilogy, so this is another Western set. Easily my favorite Upper Deck Marvel set in a long time. I really like the Infinity Trilogy series, and so I ended up buying quite a few boxes of this. I probably bought a case worth in the end, but I didn't buy an actual case. Oh, we got the doppelganger spider. Those were crazy. That's from one of them had doppelgangers. Here's She-Hulk, not numbered. Professor X and Multiple Man. Maybe the doppelganger Spider-Man is kind of our coolest card there. Why don't we keep that one on the table? And we'll put it in place of this KR right here. Making a cool set. Well, let's open the fat pack. So this is the most expensive pack we're going to open today by far. These packs, again, cost as much as one box might usually. This is Fleer Ultra Avengers. So Fleer is just kind of a really special high-end upper deck product. And so all the cards are super, super thick like this with original art. So these are all like original art made for this set. And they do stick together. There are parallels. There are numbered cards. There are sketch cards you can get. Here's a Hulkling. Yeah, here's a parallel of Spider-Man on the green. Oh, actually, I've got it upside down. He's meant to be upside down there. And then we got a Checkmate. A hero, Bishop, Thor, Odin's son. It's not a numbered one, but still the chess piece cards are interesting. There. So that is Fleer Ultra. I'm trying to figure out like if any of these would be worth even sleeving. Probably not. Not much there. Okay. Then, yeah, as you know now, Upper Deck lost the Marvel license. Topps has that license again right now. And they've produced a couple sets. I actually just opened a box of their Chrome Marvel the other day. Just a value box because the hobby boxes are $800, so I wasn't gonna do that. But yeah, they're interesting cards, but I don't know that they're worth the $800. So now we have this is Lunar New Year set from Card Fun again, another officially licensed Disney set. They make a lot of those. This one is themed around Lunar New Year. We've got Mulan and Donald Duck. Donald Duck, actually one of the most popular Disney characters in China right now. Disneyland will have, they have all the characters out for you to go meet, right? And Donald Duck, there'll be like a line through the whole park for all the other characters. No one even cares. It's not true they don't care, but it's like so night and day different if you watch some videos and things. I don't know what it is, but yeah, something about Donald Duck is really causing, I think, China and probably Japan too to go a little crazy right now. Here's another My Little Pony set. There's Flurry Heart on the SR there. We'll sleeve that. And then this is from the 7th box. So the 7th box had 3D comic book cards. So that's what this is. This is a 3D card. And also kind of a comic book style. Oh yeah, the 7th set also had poker cards. There's 52 of these. They're at the SSR level though, so they're pretty tough pulls. You won't get one in every single pack. But if you get them all, you can make an actual poker deck out of them, which I always thought was sort of an interesting gimmick. And then we've got some rares here. And yeah, we'll throw right into another pony set. This is from their retail cards, so much lower end cards here. But still, you can pull almost all the same rarities from here, and some new rarities, like this N rarity is only available in those sets. And oh my, I've actually never seen that SSR before. That is beautiful. It's like a I don't even understand what that's like a tiger or something? That's crazy. Wow. That's really neat. I'm gonna keep that on the table. What am I gonna put this? Where am I gonna put this? Yeah, you don't belong anymore. Put you right there. Very cool card. We got an SR and a rare Flurry Heart. And then another Western Marvel set. I like the trading card archives. We get into everything. We got, of course, all the anime cards you could want. We got the Western cards. We got the pony cards. We also have sports cards. I know it doesn't. We don't open them often, but I do have a lot. In fact, like next weekend, I'm gonna have another. Because the national, like the biggest card show in the country, is going on right now. So all the big card shops have their kind of national bundles for sale, and so I bought one from Blowout Cards again, and yeah, that's gonna come next weekend, and we'll open that. That's gonna be all sports cards, so get ready. We also do a lot of history cards here too, so yeah, we'll do all kinds of cards in the trading card archives. There's Robert Downey Jr. You can tell if you look here, you can see kind of his unshaven. No, I'm just kidding. He's going to play Doctor Doom, but that's obviously not actually him there. There's that. And then we got a silver Molecule Man and Lockheed. Okay, that's great. I'm yeah, I'm kind of happy they gave Lockheed his own card. That's neat. Let's clean up a little bit. We've got a lot of these. Just throwing things on the ground. Sorry, 50 packs is a lot of packs to open. Like, in case you're ever thinking, hey, I should make a video where I open 50 packs. No, it's a lot. It's too much. Do like 20. You'd think I would know that after having done this channel now for like 2 years. But no, I keep doing this. I keep putting myself into a position where I've got to open 50 packs, even though I know that that's way too many packs, and no one can open that many packs. This is Mickey in real life. The gimmick of this set is that there are, or should be, cards where Mickey is like in real life locations. We didn't get one. I don't understand this card at all. It's just Mickey and Minnie join the fun. I thought it would be a redemption card or something. It's so plain, but I guess it's not a redemption card. And then here is frame cards. The idea is you put a photo behind this, and it looks like Mickey's kind of framing your photo. Need another bin here. Oh, I don't have any more bins. Oh, geez. We're gonna just use random bins around the table then. Okay, one more. We're not quite done, but we might make it. We're getting close to the end now, I think. Another Three Kingdoms TCG pack. So this is from the second TCG. So you'll notice the cards, if you remember the previous one, the cards look different. And it's a completely different TCG game. They don't have the like rules framing box at the bottom anymore. They're more like full art cards. And so much prettier as a result. SR, and then this is actually a quiz card. So this will teach you history if you can read it. It's a question there, and then there's 3 possible answers, and the right answer is on the back. Here's Vampirella. Vampirella, of course, a vampire from space vampire. She's a pretty famous comic book character. She's been around for a long time, always in various adult style comics, very gory stuff. She had a movie, actually a live action movie was made from Vampirella. And yeah, we're gonna go through and check out her cards here today. This was a neat set. I actually really like this set. I opened quite a lot of it. This is the part of the puzzle card here. Not this one. This one. And you can see this is actually a gold parallel. You'll notice most of them have red there. When they have gold, it means it's a gold parallel. And so this is a piece of the puzzle. So this is like her arm, her hair is here, her face is there. But yeah, you can get the full puzzle. This pack seemed like it had more cards than usual in it. Oh wow, it's Christmas Vampirella. I don't think I have seen that card yet. That's neat. I think we'll keep Christmas Vampirella right there. Oh, we need more sleeves. And so you can see, like, this is a bottom shelf box. I got it from the bottom shelf of the archives, but this box is, you know, has cards that are so rare that it's really worth sleeving every single one. Even though, you know, they are old. Another one there. Maybe next weekend I'll do a middle shelf video and I'll get one pack from all the middle shelf boxes. That will be also crazy. I think I probably have to do that in 2 videos because I think there's at least 50 more boxes there. But every single one of those is going to be a little bit more higher end, essentially. It could be interesting. Here's Barbie from Vancards. Vancards is the company. This is the 3rd set that Vancards made. I've opened all of them. They're beautiful cards. This particular set is interesting because it's a retail level set. The other 2 were very high end. They were like $60 box sets. And then this one came out and it's not. These are like $30 a box sets. Still some absolutely gorgeous cards, as you can see here with Barbie in her rainbow dress. Let's get that onto the table. Where do we put that? Oh, here, right in the middle where this Minecraft. Right there. And we got a nice SSR here. And then an SR and 2 rares. Choose kindness. But yeah, a wonderful set. I think Vancards makes some beautiful cards. They're a little bit expensive, so I don't often buy Vancards stuff. But they make officially licensed Barbie, officially licensed Sanrio. I think they make a Genshin Impact set actually that I never picked up. But yeah, it's a good company, just a little too expensive for me. Now we're into another One Piece set. This is another one of those kind of lower end One Piece sets, but still you can pull some interesting stuff from here. Oh, we actually got a CP. I think that might actually be the highest rarity card I've ever pulled from that particular box. That box is tough to pull from. So yeah, I'd say we did fairly well there. We'll put that right there. And then the rest are just going to be rares. Egg Party. I'm not joking. This is Egg Party. These are Kaio officially licensed cards based on the Egg Party mobile game, which was a whole sensation a few years ago. And there are 3 different sets in this series. That's kind of how popular it became, even though it is absolutely just a mobile game. Um, so this is I think kind of a redemption card. I'm not entirely sure. This is actually one of the more rare cards from the set, but shows some of the gameplay. Egg Party was a game that was similar to Fall Guy, where you have to run with a bunch of people through like a maze, uh, and then you can get different costumes and things for your egg. These are Kakawao Spider-Man cards. Not the best Spider-Man cards. These boxes are very cheap. They're like $20 a box. The cards not that good, but honestly, they still sell for quite a lot. I don't want to say I've made money on all of these, but close. Like it's been close, I think. Especially if you get one of the signature ones, even though it's not a real signature, it's just like a printed copy of a signature. They still can sell for quite a bit. You know, like $15. But still, that's almost the cost of the box. So pretty impressive. This is Little Frog's Detective Conan. So Detective Conan, of course, a very long-running anime. Thousands of episodes, like over 1,000 episodes, kind of like One Piece in its scale and scope. And it's just about this junior detective. Well, sometimes he's junior, sometimes he's not so junior. Depends on the particular show you're watching. Here's one of the ECRs. This has, I think, a manga cover. I think that's what that is. You can put that right there. This is a cool table, though. We've done well today, and I think has some beautiful cards. It's hard to pick still, like, what the coolest ones are. You know, Swamp Lady, of course, always calling my name. But really, this, like, sloth tiger thing from My Little Pony is. It might be one of the more interesting cards. I just had never seen that before. Okay, so this is Family Computer. So this is very popular on rip and ship platforms like Whatnot and such. Boxes of this are opened all the time. It features cards from old video games. So what we're seeing here are cards that come from, you know, old Family Computer video games, mostly from Nintendo, so the old Nintendo, like Famicom, like Family Computer. Famicom is what Nintendo was called, the 8-bit one. And then the like 16-bit one that we call a Super Nintendo, that was called a Super Famicom in Japan. And Famicom means family computer. And so that's why that set is called Family Computer. Okay, just explain that. It's like the weirdest way. Sorry. Hopefully you understood. Here's another little dinosaur Demon Slayer set. This is a 1 yuan pack, so it's going to be a little bit lower end, but still, there's always a chance you pull like a UR or something. But you can see that even though this is an older Demon Slayer set, it has that same design language. So they kept it for all the sets, which, again, I think is nice. Because it, for collectors, it means that we can complete a set and they all will look basically the same, which is kind of nice. Yeah. An SSR, and then this is actually just a redemption. I'll show you. So on the back, it kind of has a guide to the redemption colors and what cards you need and to get the different statues and things. Those are programs you can only participate in China, and really only for the first few months when a set's out. Once a set's been out for more than a couple months, it gets really difficult to do that kind of thing, even if you want to. Some more coffee here. Yeah, not bad. This is Victor's Versus. Sorry, I didn't explain what this was. Victor's Versus is a League of Legends You'd think ripoff, but it actually was a kind of sanctioned ripoff. What happened is NetEase, I believe, bought NetZen or NetEase bought the license for League of Legends, but League of Legends owning company wouldn't let them actually produce the game for the first couple years because they didn't think it would work on mobile. So they made this instead using all the same assets, Victor's Versus, and it worked super well. And so then the next year they made just League of Legends. But that's a TCG based on the mobile game, based on League of Legends. So it's like 3 steps away from actual League of Legends. It's the craziest thing. But uses all the same assets. So you see all the same art, just with different names. This is a Kamon officially licensed Disney product based on Disney princesses. So not Card Fund, but Kamon. And it's these packs are like little activity books. So you will get some cards. So there's an SSR of Jasmine, but you also get like this is a coloring page. So you're meant to color that in with crayons. It has paper texture to it. Then we got some sticker sheets, which I think are the coolest thing in there because one of those packs is only like $1 and you get 2 sticker sheets. These sticker sheets would be like $2 or $3 each at a mall or something. So yeah, fantastic deal on those. And we are down to 3 packs left here. We're gonna make it. It was a long video, but we will make it. And so here is help me out, Gintama. This is Gintama. This is a Gintama set. You know, a little bit of a low end set, but still you can pull, you know, a UR. There's a UR of Mr. Gintama himself. There was a Hobby Box Gintama set that came out a few months ago that I think was so much better. I pulled from that like a metal card that was 3 ounces from the box. It was amazing. They don't make a lot of Gintama sets, so when they do, you gotta buy them. One last Card Fund licensed Disney set. This is another one of the lower end multi-movie retail boxes. So each of the boxes sort of featured movies. This one has those 4 films in it. But you'll see very similar style cards. So here's an SSR. A point card. Another one of those pop-ups. So remember we had that pop-up with Mike Wazowski before. Here's one with the fire truck. And then our 2 rares are from Cars. So that was a Cars heavy pack for sure. And then to round out the video, our very last pack will be the most recent SCP Foundation pack from Kamon. So when Kamon kind of got done with the series, they published this, which is sort of a reprint of everything. They called it Series 2, but it really is just reprints. Still interesting that they would do it. And it was right at the end. After this, they stopped making SCP cards, and there aren't anymore. So this is the last SCP set that you can get. And with that, we have seen 50 different packs of cards today. Hopefully you've seen something that's interesting to you. You know, as always here, I'll try to pick out what my favorites are. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Swamp Lady is amazing. Ursa Major here, also amazing. I kind of like the Princess and the Frog too. And then, yeah, Doppelganger Spider-Man. I think those are probably my favorites from this set. Other than Barbie here's pretty cool too. Vampirella Christmas is kind of neat. I mean, there's a lot of cool cards. That's what's so fun about, I think, opening like a wide variety of packs all at once like that. In fact, I have something here that I don't show off. This is... So I sell on my eBay store Archives at Home boxes every once in a while. I need to make the 3rd series soon. But this is something I've had for a long time. It's an Archives at Home box that I made like a year ago. So I made this like 1 year ago. It has 100 packs in it. There are 100 different packs in this box, and they're from sets that I don't even have anymore. Like, this is a Monster Girl pack. I don't have any of these left. This is the last one that I have. It's in this box. I still don't know what to do with this box. I keep thinking I should auction it off or something like that, but I just haven't decided, and so it sits behind me. But I could also make another one of these. I could make an updated one. It wouldn't be the same, but it would have chats. Okay, but for now, yeah, we're gonna let's end the video there. I feel like we've seen everything we can see. Also, I'm out of coffee. And it's been 1 hour, so that's a long time. But yeah, I enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed this, saw something cool. Um, yeah, yeah. Let's just end it there. I'll see you all later on this week. We're gonna open a lot of cool sets this week. I don't know precisely what yet, but there's like the top shelf again is all sealed product, and it is to the ceiling. So yeah, we're gonna have to open some things. I also got some new stuff on the way. But anyway, for now, I'm gonna say goodbye and have a great rest of your week, everybody. Bye bye.